Namaskar and a very warm welcome to you to this week's Out and About. Now, you may remember a short while ago, Prince Charles and Duchess of Cornwall went over to India on the banks of the River Ganga and took part in a very special water blessing ceremony. More recently, however, we've had a very similar ceremony take place here in the heart of central London. So on the banks of the River Thames, a very similar ceremony took place in the presence of reverend saints and leaders of various faiths. So let's head over to London's Houses of Parliament and find out more.
What we're doing here is one of the landmark of the event that we're celebrating today is what we're calling water blessing ceremony. What we got is 9 faith leaders of all the community, including Muslim, Hindus, Christians, Jewish. All the faith leaders are here, and we find water as a common factor in all nationality, all religion, all creed. So basically we're all getting together and sanctifying water in that manner by bringing it on one equal platform. And at the same time, we want to signify the River Thames to be maintained as clean water for mankind and also any nature that is there.
असल में वाटर ब्लेसिंग प्रोग्राम पानी के प्रति हमारी जो पवित्र भावना है और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ है उसको व्यक्त करने के लिए किया गया है। आप जानते हैं हमारे हिंदू धर्म में जल देवता है। जल देवता का 2 रूप होते हैं, आशीर्वादात्मक भी है और विनाशात्मक भी है। यदि हम प्रकृति के साथ छेड़छाड़ करेंगे तो विनाश होगा और प्रकृति के अनुरूप रहेंगे तो जल देवता प्रसन्न होगी। हम चाहेंगे कि हमारी नदियाँ, हमारे सरोवर, हमारे जल संस्थान पवित्र और स्वच्छ रहें और जैसे भी हो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वाटर कंजर्वेशन भूमि में हो जिससे पूरे एनवायरनमेंट को लाभ मिले। इसी दृष्टि से पूज्यपाद मुनिजी महाराज जी सच्चिदानंद जी स्वामी के चिदानंद जी स्वामी महाराज की प्रेरणा से ये प्रोग्राम का आयोजन किया गया है।
योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति.
I think time has come. We should treat river as a person. If person has a right, person has a land, person has his own life, and why not river? If they are treated as a person, can have their own rights, and contaminating the water, polluting the water is sin, is crime, is violence. I think this issue is not only a religious issue, it's an environmental issue, it's a health issue, and it's a human rights issue. So that's why we all have to come together, work together, and work for the nature, work for the planet, and work for the whole cosmos.
This is a historic day for the Hindu community in Britain. They have come to Westminster and turned the Houses of Parliament into a Hindu temple, and they have blessed the Thames, and this water will go out to every river in Britain and make its way to the Ganga. So what has begun today will end on the banks of the river Ganga, and we are so honoured to be part of this amazing event.
It has been such a wonderful, wonderful joy and honor to be here. The day began with us knee-deep in mud on the banks of the Thames River, cleaning up the trash, the plastic, the waste that has been buried deep into the dirt and the mud along the banks of the Thames River, which, as we worship Mother Ganga in India as the giver of life, water is life. And here in England and of course throughout all of Europe, the Thames may not be worshipped as the sacred mother, but she gives water, and wherever there's water, there's life, and wherever there's no water, there's no life. So we began with this prayer in action, yoga in action this morning, led by Pujya Swamiji on the banks of the Thames. And then we've come here for this sacred water blessing ceremony. And it's such a beautiful full circle, because when Their Royal Highnesses Prince Charles and Princess Camilla were with us in Rishikesh on the banks of Ganga, they performed that ceremony there with us on the banks of Ganga. And now we've come from India here to the banks of Thames and again are performing that sacred ceremony.
Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Guru Brahmando Daratirthani करे स्पृष्टानि ते रवे तेन सत्येन मे देवा तीर्थं देहि दिवाकर ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
To me, what is such a blessing and such an honor to be part of is to watch the leaders of the world's religions and traditions come together and to really pledge and to say, not only will we give speeches on peace, not only will we talk about brotherhood and sisterhood and love, but actually we're going to work together to make sure that all of creation, of any religion, any faith, any tradition, any culture, that everyone has access to this life-giving clean water. If a bomb goes off in a marketplace and 10 people die, it's headline news for weeks. Entire infrastructure is changed, plans are changed, laws are changed. But every day, thousands and thousands and thousands of people across the world are dying from preventable diseases just because their water is polluted. And it's time that we realize that that is also violence. That is also terrorism. And just as we speak out against violence and terrorism in the name of religion, we need to come together and to speak out against that violence and that terrorism, which, by God's grace, is in our hands. It's preventable.
Gange cha yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti, Shanti.
This ceremony today has been a beautiful, beautiful symbol of a bridge now, a bridge between the Thames and the Ganga, a bridge between Great Britain and Great India, where our leaders, our spiritual leaders, our political leaders, our national leaders are coming together, holding hands and saying, we will work together with our experience, our expertise, our energy. We'll share our time, our talent, our technology, our tenacity to work together beyond the borders, beyond the boundaries of country and religion and caste and creed. And that's what it's all about.
Best wishes and congratulations to everyone who was a part of the water blessing ceremony. I'm sure you'll all agree in saying that it was great to see so many faiths coming together as one. Time for a short break now, but when we return, we'll be heading over to a very special event by the Africa International Business Forum. We'll see you there.